Namaste everyone. Today I'm very fortunate to standing next to a very famous, or rather I would say a world-renowned astrologer, Shri Kaartik Gor ji here. He has come all the way from Dubai to the United States of America, right now standing here at the Bharat Sevashram Mandir in Kendall Park in New Jersey. It's my great pleasure to actually meet you in person, Kartik ji. I am a very ardent follower of yours. I have been following all your predictions, and of course, your prediction about President Trump, the assassination attempt, the predictions about Modi ji's third tenure, and another prediction that I'm actually looking forward to is Yogi ji's, becoming the Prime Minister of India. So let's start here today. What is the purpose of visit in the United States of America?
See, the purpose of visit is multifold. First and foremost, my great-grandfather had told everything to us, which was कुछ खा के मरे, कुछ पी के मरे, इंसान वो जो कुछ करके मरे.
क्या बात है?
So for me, that was very important, that I wanted this mission of bringing back our Vedic Gurukuls, and I feel the best places where we can bring back the Vedic Gurukul is starting the pressure from outside Bharat. So there are many Sanatanis who are there, be it in US, be it in UAE, be it UK. I think these three areas are extremely important for growth of Bharat in stature as well. At the same time, pushing the right narrative, so that, because we have a bird's eye view, so to say, right? We are not in the kitchen, so to say. So once you are outside the kitchen, we are able to see that what Bharat needs to do for itself to change from India to Bharat. So that is one of my purposes.
A very beautiful thought process here. I would call it as a reverse engineering. When you say bringing the Vedic culture back to Bharatvarsh by connecting with the NRIs, I would say, or say the Sanatanis worldwide. Beautiful vision. When you talk about the Vedic education, what kind of education, what is it that you want to bring to different parts of the world through your efforts?
See, our objective is that when we say that Bharat is a Vishwa Guru, the moment you bring in Vedic Gurukuls, we don't need to say we are Vishwa Gurus, because we are, right? So it is like आपके पास अगर if you have a fantastic product, just display it, as simple as that. Our problem is, after the independence and with the leftist and a particular mindset coming into it, we allowed everyone else to flourish except for our Vedic Gurukuls. And putting all those phobias and negative PR around it, that it promotes caste system, whereas the basic difference between Varna and caste is something most people don't know. Our Vedic rishis would never talk about discrimination.
That is very true. Well, we have been fighting over this casteism issue in the United States of America, in the state of California, and of course our Hindu organizations have fought against that bill that was to be passed against the caste discrimination, So this is something, kind of Hindu phobia is also spreading. Absolutely. On a wrong note in countries like USA. And in terms of people involvement, when you want to take this initiative in the America, in different countries of the world, what are you looking up to in terms of the support from the NRIs or say the Sanatanis worldwide?
See, what I'm planning to do is actually having a proper roadmap and guidelines coming right from the top.
Okay.
See, the basic is in changing our education system, right? So, and me being very straightforward person, I always say that, when our government tells us that, education system, we have not changed a comma or a full stop. Frankly speaking, there's nothing more that I can say, except for that, it's high time that we understand the problem that Bharat faces. So we cannot be having our conquerors as some glorified personalities, because they were not. So when I talk about bringing our Vedic Gurukuls, it is basically giving justice to our Vedic rishis. Like Vedavyasa, he has unparalleled contribution. And now I'm sure 90% of the younger kids don't even know about Vedavyasa. And that is the irony. We feel that, J.K. Rowling is such a beautiful writer, Shakespeare is fantastic writer. But understand our Shankaracharyas, how much have they written? Considering that he was writing from day one, he was writing 12 pages a day, is what the research showed. And how did he achieve it that much at the age of 36, before he died? So the power of mantras, the power of meditation, the power of yoga. I'm sure 10 years back, if you would say that yoga, people would laugh at us. Arey yaar, yoga kuch nahi hota hai. Yeah, and then now they want to patent it, right?
Absolutely.
They want to make hot yoga, cold yoga, everything, and make out of it. But this is everything. Frankly speaking, I say, we are all eating thanks to the contribution of our Vedic rishis.
Interesting. That's a great initiative. Kartik ji, one more thing. Of course, since I follow your predictions and everything, what do you foresee in the United States of America? As of now, President Trump looks like he has come back as a wounded lion. People are feeling like that. I have personally met President Trump in 2022. I have celebrated Diwali at his home at Mar-a-Lago. So I have seen him up and close. A very different, distinct character. What do you have to say about him and the prediction about his tenure for the last 4 years now?
Yeah, see, Donald Trump, as you correctly said, he's a Leo Lagna person. And Leo is associated with Simha Rashi, right? So it's a lion.
Right.
And I always jokingly say that if you want to survive with any person with Leo Lagna, never sit in front of him. So if anybody of you, who is dealing or working with Donald Trump, please don't sit exactly in front of him, because a lion doesn't like somebody in front of him. He is going to pounce on them. Right? But that is called as Raj Jyotish. This is what I'm saying. In olden days, we had quality of astrologers which were Raj Jyotishis who used to make some strategic help, strategic consultants in today's time. So with respect to Donald Trump, I had that written, when the swearing in happened, in one word I had said that it is Ashwamedh Yagna, which means basically he has left the horse, and whoever is going to stop is either going to get the bullet or the tariff.
So the tariff war is on. About India and US relationship, what do you foresee? Of course, considering the tariff war, we definitely understand the chemistry between President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is very strong.
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
I think, Donald Trump is doing what he has to do, which is right. For years, America has been taken for granted, and it has just been used as an ATM by many countries. So what Donald Trump is doing, frankly speaking, I respect him. The way he's dealing with the illegal aliens, the way J.D. Vance, as if like you thought Donald Trump was at one level, here we have J.D. Vance. So I'm absolutely impressed. And as somebody who is a Mesha Lagna person and Mangal Atmakaraka person myself, I like straight, aggressive people.
Interesting.
I don't like people fooling around.
4 years. In one brief sentence, what is it all about? Next 4 years for President Trump.
Cakewalk for the first 2 years. His problem starts on the third year.
All right. So viewers, keep a note of that. That Kartik ji is saying. Kartik ji, you had actually predicted his assassination attempt.
Yeah.
What moved you? Like, how did you evaluate that?
It's purely based on Jyotish. So I was also the one who, in his first term, had also predicted that he would win. And that was the time everybody used to laugh at me, oh Kartik, the Muslims won't vote for him, the Saudis don't like him, this don't like him, Hillary is so well funded. And I said that, listen, I don't understand that part of it, I understand Jyotish. And based on Jyotish, he is winning.
Awesome. So next, about your US plan. What is it? You are here for a very short duration of time. So how is your travel, aligned now? What is your plan?
So I'm going to be there in DC on Monday and Tuesday, which is the 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th of March 2025.
Yeah,
as we record this video.
One event I've got in North Fork,
Virginia,
and then I'm back to New York again for the last 3 days. So and in October, November, I'm going to be in San Diego and Los Angeles.
Another question, you are a world-renowned astrologer. यानी कहिए कि लोगों का दिशा निर्देश ना अच्छा देते हैं आप उनका भाग्य दर्शन के साथ. तो how are you foreseeing people here in the United States of America, if we have to promote Jyotish Shastra also, what do you want to say to them, and how can they actually connect with you if they have to connect to you?
So see, Jyotish is something which is actually a compulsory subject, or should have been a compulsory subject. Right? Because our Panchanga is so important, even for our day-to-day planning. I always teach my students, the first thing I do is when we talk about planning a day, the planning of day has to be based on Surya's transit. So Surya transits every 2 hours, and when it reaches the 10th house is the midday. And that's why the midday is the most highest energy point. And we like to make our best strategic meetings during that period. So likewise, what I want is, even if people start understanding Panchanga, basic things, what is Nakshatra, what is Vara, how does it work, how does Karana work, and how does Karana have an impact on your career. So when you start doing that, the whole planning of our life becomes very easy, and that is why I want, so that confusion would be lesser, and Vedic knowledge or Jyotish knowledge is so important in giving you that clarity.
Perfect. And to the viewers, of course, if you have to connect with Kaartik Gor ji while he is in the United States of America, that's only till 15th of March he's here, right? You will have to connect with Gayatri Pandey ji, and you can always comment. I will be able to connect you as well. Otherwise, Gayatri ji, if you reach out to her, I will share her number in the scroll, and then you can connect with her to connect with Kaartik Gor ji. Of course, I myself have some questions about my future, and I think I am very blessed to meet you in person to get this guidance from you. Kaartik ji, thank you so much for doing very good work for Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan धर्म को जीवंत रखने के लिए कार्तिक गौर जी जैसे इंसान जब पैदा होते हैं और भारत भूमि से दूर दुबई में बैठे हैं, जो बहुत मानने वाली बात है कि दुबई की धरा पे बैठ करके भी जो सनातन का झंडा ऊंचा कर सकते हैं वो सिर्फ कार्तिक गौर ही हो सकते हैं. मेरा ये सौभाग्य आज इनसे बात करने का था. आपसे फिर दोबारा जुड़ूंगी किसी और अच्छे मनुष्य के साथ, अच्छे कहते हैं कि इन्फ्लुएंसर के साथ. अभी के लिए विराम लेती हूँ. नमस्कार. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग माई वीडियो. आई विल कम बैक विद सम मोर इन्फॉर्मेशनल वीडियोज. थैंक यू.